More than half of New Mexicans feel less safe in the state than they did just 5 years ago. That, according to an Emerson College and the Hill poll published today. Nearly 1,000 New Mexicans from all over the state were polled about what issues are important to them this election and how they feel about the current candidates. News 13's Natalie Wada spoke with Gabe Sanchez, News 13's political analyst, about this poll. She is live in downtown Albuquerque with that story. Natalie?
Dean, the polls show New Mexicans care most about the economy and crime, something our political analyst says follows national trends.
Fresh numbers, Emerson College poll statewide of New Mexico voters. The big top line I think everybody wants to know is the horse race on the presidential.
Emerson College polling and The Hill asked almost 1,000 New Mexicans between Tuesday and Thursday this week some key questions about the current political climate in the state and how they're feeling about upcoming elections. The results showed Vice President Kamala Harris with a 10% lead over former President Donald Trump.
Before that shift to the top of the ticket, I was getting calls that New Mexico might be in play for former President Trump. So I think that shows you just how much, shifting away from President Biden to Kamala Harris has made for Democratic chances, not just here in New Mexico, but nationally.
More than 53% of New Mexicans told pollsters they feel less safe than they did 5 years ago in the state. The top two things they identified as being the most important issues facing New Mexico are the economy by a wide margin and then crime.
At the end of the day, when you're asking voters how they feel and how they care, they're thinking about that at the very micro family level. Do I feel safer? Has my car got broken into recently? Has somebody that I know been burglarized? And I think that's the way that voters in New Mexico are going to think about these issues, not necessarily from what the latest FBI statistics suggest for the state.
And when asked how they feel about the job Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is doing, 49% disapproved of her work as governor. 41% approved. The rest had no opinion.
Our governor's approval rating has slipped quite a bit. Overall, we usually get concerned if our elected officials are under 50% approval rating. So I was a little bit surprised to see the approval rating that low, but it's consistent with what we've seen over time.
Now, for transparency, The Hill is owned by our parent company, Nexstar Media, and this poll has a margin of error of 3 percentage points. And coming up at 5:30, I'll have more on what this poll has to say about our congressional races. Back to you.
All right, Natalie, thank you. And the results of that poll were collected by cell phone, landline, and online responses.